The woman host of a local television broadcast in Sarasota, Florida this morning pulled out a gun and shot herself in the head while the program was on the air. 30-year-old Chris Chubbuck is in critical condition tonight. Seconds before shooting herself, Ms. Chubbuck told WXLT TV viewers, "In keeping with Channel 40's policy of bringing you the latest in blood and guts and in living color, you're going to see another first, attempted suicide." Family members said Ms. Chubbuck had been depressed and had talked of suicide during the weekend.
On the morning of July 15, 1974, residents of Sarasota, Florida, turned on the WXLT television station to catch the latest episode of the Suncoast Digest talk show, hosted by reporter Christine Chubbuck. Instead, within the first 10 minutes of the show, what they were met with was a television first: the on-air suicide of Christine Chubbuck. Immediately, Christine's death became national news and would be sensationalized and exploited for years to come. Before digging in, I want to make this clear. This footage has never been released. There have been recreations, numerous hoaxes, and the scene from the 2016 movie Christine, but this footage has never been made public and probably never will, nor should it ever be. There are people who claim to have seen it or to have it, but to date, the actual footage has never surfaced. The only thing we do have is an audio that is generally believed to be real of Christine's speech from the broadcast. How it leaked, no one is quite certain, as there were only 2 copies of the tape from the station, one given to the family and one kept by the WXLT station owner and given to a law firm for safekeeping. The leading theory is that someone from the firm leaked the audio, unless someone at home recorded the broadcast as it aired, which is thought to be unlikely. Those are the only known tapes. This, however, has not stopped people from searching for the footage, and today, the death of Christine is often exploited by disturbing media enthusiasts, and the footage of her death is widely talked about as a sort of holy grail within the lost media community. Christine may have chosen to end her life live on the air, but, at least in my opinion, that footage represents a majorly depressed woman's darkest moment as her mental health deteriorated. A woman who was depressed in an era in which mental health wasn't taken as seriously, and who would want to be remembered for the good work she did, rather than her darkest moment. Christine was born in Ohio on August 24, 1944, making her just 29 years old at the time of her death. According to her brother Greg, Christine was always incredibly smart and gifted. She played the flute in her high school marching band, enjoyed acting, and was a nationally ranked kayaker. Her mental health struggles were clear from a very young age, and her parents supposedly spent nearly $1 million over 20 years attempting to get her the help she needed to treat her depression. Her brother believes she actually suffered from bipolar disorder and was receiving the wrong treatment, further exacerbating the struggles she dealt with her entire life, especially as she experienced feelings of extreme loneliness and never felt she was good enough. Christine would go on to earn a degree in broadcasting from Boston University. After graduating, she found work with radio and television stations in Ohio and Pennsylvania before moving to Florida and making her way to WXLT TV. There, she was hired as a reporter and eventually given her own morning talk show, Suncoast Digest. Suncoast Digest was a community affairs program that Christine wanted to use to feature often overlooked members of the community in marginalized segments, and Christine did much of it all on her own. Her colleagues described her as intelligent and impressive, but leading up to her death, her show struggled in the ratings. Management encouraged her to start covering sensationalistic blood and guts stories. Christine abhorred the idea and thought of such stories to be exploitative and harmful to the public. She wanted to cover the human interest stories and was extremely passionate about her work. The day of her suicide, she came into the station in unusually high spirits, telling her coworkers that she would begin Suncoast Digest with a newscast, something that had never happened before, and she asked that they make sure to record the broadcast. Christine sat down at the news desk and began reading 3 news stories before a film reel that was supposed to roll. jammed. Christine then moved forward in her newscast onto the speech she had prepared, before pulling out a revolver and shooting herself.
In keeping with the WXLT practice of presenting the most immediate and complete reports of local blood and guts news, TV 40 presents what is believed to be a television first. In living color, exclusive coverage of an attempted suicide.
The broadcast cut, and Christine was transported to the hospital, where she died 14 hours later. Today, only one episode of Suncoast Digest has surfaced. 2 movies were made about Christine's life, both from 2016. Christine and Kate Plays Christine. The 1976 film Network is often claimed to be inspired by her, but was written before her death, with the reference to That Girl in Florida being added in later. Another 1976 film, The Pyramid, recreated her death in a crude, disturbing manner.
This is Lemoyne Peabody. In its quest to bring you the very latest breaking news, KSTX is proud to announce a television first. Unprecedented live coverage of an actual suicide, courtesy of KSTX and our sponsor.
Christine's story is tragic. And what's also tragic is that, unfortunately, Christine was right. Today, graphic gore content is easier to access than ever with the spread of social media, whether or not you seek out the content. Over 50 years have now passed since Christine's death, and the media still prioritizes the blood and guts because it's what gets ratings. It's a problem we don't talk about enough. The exploitation of society's lowest moments has desensitized us to the point where the footage of a woman's suicide is considered a holy grail. To quote Chubbuck's brother, "Nobody wants to know who Christine Chubbuck was. They want to sensationalize what happened at the end of her life." Christine is so much more than her death. She was a passionate, talented journalist, and at the time of her death, she had been nominated for a Forestry and Conservation Recognition Award by the Bradenton District Office of the Florida Division of Forestry. Her niece adored her. Her favorite singer was Roberta Flack, and in her free time, she volunteered at a hospital, giving puppet shows to children with disabilities. The message Christine left us with is more relevant than ever.
Excuse me, we are absolutely out of time.
Oh.
You must go off to the county commission and do what you can to pursue the matter of the possibility of Lemon Bay.
I trust that means I go with all your blessing.
Indeed you do.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being here, and thanks for discussing this with me.
Thank you.
Good day.